Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are going to be taking your guys' requests over here from the Discord. We left off yesterday with Microsoft, Meta, and Nvidia. Today we'll be starting with DocuSign, NVO, and just continuing to go down the list here. If you guys have chart requests, just put them over here in the live request thread in the Discord. I will also be taking them here from the chat. So if you're tuning into the live, feel free to drop your chart requests here inside of the chat, and I will be taking them from there as well. The first one we'll start with here today is going to be from Uni here for DocuSign. Okay, so DocuSign's just hanging out down here around $40. You can see we've been range bound here on this between 50 and 40. So the closer we can buy it to 40, the better. It does have a red dot here. Okay, this signal came back here in February. That came right here around 43. So you're buying it right where it came last time, back here in February. Again, sometimes the market will just chop around, right? Sometimes we'll just go sideways here, and that's what we're doing. It's a cheat sheet, right? We have a cheat sheet over here that we follow to measure, hey, what is the market doing, right? The market only does three things, okay? It'll either go sideways, it will go up, or it will go down. And remember, guys, we are swing traders here who are focused on a longer term time frame, 1 to 6 months. That doesn't mean exactly 6 months all the time. Sometimes you might have to wait 7, 8, 9 months. Again, we can't control the market. All we can do is control our reaction to the market. If you look at DocuSign, right, if this is a company that you believe in, right now, if you take a look at our blue line that we talk about here, this is the 4-year moving average. Okay, the 4-year moving average, this thing is currently sitting 38% off of the 4-year moving average. The reason why that is so important is because we reference the mean, right? We want to look at the average over the last 40 years. How do you know you're getting a fair price for something when you're investing in it? You have to look at the average, okay? And we use the 4-year average here to determine whether or not we're getting a fair price. So the fact that DocuSign is sitting down here, right? We're below the blue line, right? We're below the mean, so we're down here in despair, right? So that means we're getting discounted prices if you're looking at things over the 4-year. Okay, so again, 40% off the 4-year. If you want to wait for a green dot, go ahead, but you're buying it right now where this last signal came. So pay attention to where the price is when these signals come, right? That came in February right there at 43. It did pop up to 57. They reported their earnings, and now they sold off. So again, as long as this thing holds that low right there at $40, okay, the trade is still on. It just hasn't had time to play out yet. So up above 40, I still like DocuSign here. I'd really like to see it hold on to $40 there, though. What else we got? NVO. NVO, I actually have a position on NVO here. It's just going nowhere. It hasn't gone anywhere, really. We entered it right back here in April. We averaged down on it, I think. I think I bought it right here in November at 44 and then bought more right here in April at around 36, still holding the position. The dot is red, so we can use a stop loss at the previous low right there at like 40. But this is a huge company, right? Huge drug maker. They're down from 150 all the way down here to 43. The monthly chart looks really good here as well. Again, just giving this thing time to play out. We don't necessarily want to sell until this wave, this blue wave, is back up here giving a red dot. So again, as long as we're down here, and this has had a lot of false signals, right? The green dot is always invalidated when you get a red dot. Whenever we get the red dot is when we want to set a stop loss. That's why it's important that if you're using risk management, right? If the red dot comes, that means, hey, this is a potential move to the downside. Okay, but what I really like about NVO is the fact that the green dot is sitting here on the monthly, and as long as that thing holds on to $40, I think it looks good. And I think healthcare is going to perform very, very well going into the end of the year. I think tech's had a huge move over the last year, and I think there's going to be a rotation into some of these names that are very beat up, like NVO. I see one here in the chat for M Kappa for IOTA. IOTA is just getting smoked here too. I mean, this guys, this has been the worst crypto bear market in history. Like the longest, right? The longest drought we have ever seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can count the green candle. You can't count the 10 months of just going down, right? 10 months of just dipping. So IOTA, let me see if this is on another exchange really quick. Okay, so yeah, it's actually bouncing at, it's at all-time lows. So if you believe in this company or you believe in this crypto project, right, it's sitting at the lowest point that it's ever been. So, right, we talk about, right, if Amazon was sitting at its all-time low, okay, down here at 6 cents, we would be buying Amazon, right? Because it's sitting at its all-time low. So again, our whole goal here at Overkill Trading, guys, is to buy great assets at great prices. Okay, just because there's a dot on the screen doesn't mean that it's going to go up 100% of the time. But as long as we're using our technicals and as long as we're referencing, right, the 4-year moving average like I just talked about over here, right, as long as we're buying it at least at the mean or below the mean, we're going to outperform 90% of the people over time. Okay, we never want to buy when the wave is up here, when everyone's having a good time. Okay, you can see how far Amazon was off of the 4-year up here at 280. Okay, this thing went straight up. You got the signal right here back in April, right there at 210. It came all the way up here to 280, and now it's pulling back. So IOTA, again, if you're asking me if it's a good time to buy, it has never been a better time to buy this asset. You just want to make sure that it's not a dead project. And again, all these crypto projects are just, I mean, this. I think I saw something on Twitter the other day that this has been the worst altcoin sell-off in history. Like 15 or 16 months of just downward sell action. So normally, okay, after a big dip like this, okay, after a big drawdown, there's always a recovery move, right? Markets don't go down forever. Eventually, they're going to go back up. It's just a matter of when, right? And right now, all we're doing is just staying patient, right? As long as we're down here, we're in planting season. Once the wave comes back up here, this is when we will take our profits. This is when we will sell. So if you like IOTA, if you like the company, I don't even know what this crypto project is, but again, if you're asking if it's a good time to buy here, it's at the lowest price it has ever been. I see one here for Pro Jeweler for SLV. SLV is still coming down too. We shorted this thing back here in January of 2026 up here at around 110. I think we shorted the exact top on it, and it's down here to 60. What it is doing is it's sitting on its yearly moving average. So the blue line, that's going to be the 4-year moving average. This white line is going to be the 1-year moving average. So again, what we're doing right now is waiting for the signal. Okay, wait for that green dot. Silver had a huge run. Again, everyone's talking about silver up here. Everyone's having a good time, right? Just like how it's hard to buy down here and hold, it's very hard to sell up here, okay? Because this is very exciting. It's hard to let go of your asset when it's going parabolic like this, right? I know there's some people probably in the chat right now that didn't take profits on silver, right? They didn't take their profits, right? And it's down literally 50% from the top. I mean, whatever they had, cut it in half, right? It's hard to sell. It's hard to sell. This is the psychology of the market. It's hard to sell up here, even though you should be selling, and it's hard to buy down here. Because again, everyone's bearish, everyone's bailing. You got red prices every single day, right? But ultimately, right, if we use our indicators, okay, we should be looking to buy when this wave is down here. According to history, that is the best time to buy silver, okay? When the wave is down here, given a green dot. So what I look for on SLV here, bud, is just a green dot there. I see one here for M Kappa, another one here for M Kappa for SHX. What's up, Bobby? SHX looks good. It's got a green dot here on the weekly. I like this thing up above 3.5 cents. Okay, 3.5 cents is where we bounce back here in 2024. We're bouncing at a 2-year low right now. You guys see that? See that 2-year support? Okay, that looks really good. You could put a stop loss right there at 3.5 on SHX. I'd be a buyer of that one. Rusty says open here in the chat. Open Door Technologies, this thing's just chopping. Again, where was everyone excited about Open Door Technology? Up here at 10 bucks. Okay, now no one's really talking about it. Okay, as long as it can hold on to 4 bucks, it looks good. Okay, but I don't trust the real estate market, if I'm being completely honest with you. The Fed gave hints that they're gonna raise rates. I mean, if they raise rates, no one's gonna be able to afford a house, guys. I mean, that would be insane if they actually raise rates. Yeah, if you're in this name, if you're in Open Door, again, this had a monster move off the bottom. Okay, from 50 cents all the way to $10. That's a 2,000% move. And now you guys see how it's just going sideways. It hasn't gone anywhere since February. So chop, 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 chop. Okay, great day trading stock. But as long as we hold $4, I think it looks good. You just want to set that stop at 4. I see one here for DUOL. This is Duolingo. This looks good. Again, where'd the signal come? Right back here at around 104. It's up to 126, breaking out. Again, I like when the price gets over that orange line, that's the 2-month moving average. Normally when price breaks above that is when the bulls are stepping into control, right? When we break out over the orange line, that's when the momentum is there, okay? The bulls are taking control. When we're down below the orange line here, okay, bears are in control. Bears are in control. Okay, now the bulls are in control. So I like this one. again, we just be waiting to sell the next red dot on it. So that one could probably pop back up here to 185. We also use a Fibonacci tool. I mean, this fib level is sitting all the way up here between 440 and 500. So again, did you sell up here in June if you were holding this at $500? I hope you did, because this was a brutal, nasty dip. I mean, look at that drop, dude. From 550 all the way down here to 80. That's an 83% drop. Okay. And again, where were we? Where was the average? What was the 4-year average? Well, it was sitting right there at 180. Okay. How far was that off the 4-year? 63%. That's like going to Costco and buying your groceries at a 63% premium. Okay, so I like Duolingo here, and again, we just be waiting for the red dot here on DUOL. Bobby says Roblox here in the chat. I was actually looking at this here today, Bobby. This actually looks good. Again, it's been in a nasty downtrend since back here in October when we got our sell signal back in September. 137, 140, all the way down to 40 bucks. Okay, nasty dip. But look what we're doing here. Again, I just referenced that orange line. Again, when we're down below the orange line, we're stuck in a bear market. Okay, bear market. But look what we're doing. We're breaking out up over it. So I actually like Roblox here, Bobby. I like it above 39. My pleasure, buddy. We got Path, P-A-T-H. I actually do have a position on this as well. It does have a red dot. So when you have the red dot, you just want to use the previous low as a stop loss. Okay, the previous low is right here at 920. Okay, boom. Your stop loss is right there at 920 if you want to limit your risk to the downside. I believe this is an AI name. I think they have a partnership with NVIDIA, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it has a red dot. So again, we should be using a stop loss right there at 920. If we look at the smaller time frame, again, we've just been bouncing right there at around 940, bouncing at 940, bouncing at 940. Again, a lot of people are in here on these smaller time frames like the hourly, right? Looking at this, like that's a nasty drawdown right there on Path. It had a really nice move up to 13, then sold off. So again, the red dot just tells us, hey, let's use a stop loss right there at the previous low. If that breaks, we're out of the trade. That's all there is to it. Okay, a red dot invalidates the green dot. Okay, if you're not setting a stop loss and it goes lower, again, you're not using risk management. Whenever we get the red dot, okay, you got to set a stop loss at the previous low, because what this green dot is telling you is that, hey, this is the bottom. Not 100% this is the bottom, but hey, this is the potential bottom. This is where the buyers are stepping in. Now, if that fails and we break, then the green dot is invalidated. Okay, that's all there is to it, guys. There's no indicator, no strategy that is 100%. But if you're taking these signals and actually thinking out 6 months, like if you're buying these signals right now, you should be looking out all the way to January. Okay, you shouldn't be worried about the price tomorrow or next week or next month. You should be thinking January, right? January of 2027 is when I'm going to look to sell this. And again, our typical time frame is 1 to 6 months, because again, we trade the larger time frames. Okay, we trade the big boy time frames. We're not day trading here. We are swing trading. Okay, and even when the market goes against you, right, we always have a plan. Right, the red dot indicates, hey, you need to set a stop loss. If you don't set a stop loss, you have a plan to buy it lower. Okay, on the next green dot. But we've gotten 3 signals right here in this range. So I like Path. I actually do have a position on that one. ACN got smoked today on its earnings. They actually beat their earnings, right? They beat their earnings. They missed on revenue a little bit, but apparently they're acquiring a company. So they're acquiring some kind of Dragos. So they're buying a company. Stock didn't like that. I mean, this thing's trading at a massive discount. This is a humongous company, and they're now down 50% off the 4-year average. So massive discount prices. Again, if you bought right here at 160, what are we doing? We're waiting for the next green dot to pop up, and that is where we can average down. If you buy here at 170 and buy down here at 130, your average cost is now 140. If this thing comes back up here to 260, okay, you're going to make profit in both places. You just had a lower average cost, okay? Because again, we don't go all in on one signal, right? 2.5% position sizing, okay? If it goes the other way on you like this, what do? We average down. We buy more. We look for places to buy more. Where are we going to buy more? When we get another one of these signals. We had 2 of these come here in April and May, one at 170, one right here at 160, 169, and again, now we can't control the earnings. Okay, the dots can't predict, oh, this company's going to spend billions of dollars buying another company, right? No dot can tell you that. Okay, so again, if you're investing in ACN, okay, you bought it right here in May, well, it's June. It's been about a month. So what are we doing? We're looking to buy it lower now off the next green dot, looking to average down. Again, massive discount over the last 4 years. Humongous company making $18 billion a quarter. That's a lot of money. They make $18, $19 billion every 3 months. Okay, that's a lot of dough there. So I'm looking to average down there on ACN. We got Near. Near is a cryptocurrency. So again, it has a red dot. So what are we doing? We're setting a stop loss at 180. 180 is the bottom of this candle right here. That is the previous low. It is also, it bounced on the 9 there, the 9 EMA. That's the orange line. That's the 2-month moving average. So again, using a stop loss at 180. Okay, and if you think it's going to go higher, that's why we're using a stop loss. But if that one breaks 180, that one's probably going to give back all its gains. We actually bought Near down here in March, right there around 115. We had a really nice trade on that. I think we got in at around $1 and sold at around $2. So that was a 100% move. And again, you got the red dot. So again, what are we doing? We're using risk management. Okay, if you want to protect your gains, if you want to protect your capital, if you got in down here at $1 and you don't want to lose all those gains if it goes the other way, we set the stop loss when we see the red dot there on the weekly. M Kappa, I've seen a lot of people requesting something. I literally don't see any requests for something. So if you got the ticker, go ahead and drop that. But I just don't see that. Hey, Candy. PROT. Is that a crypto? I don't see that one. CELH, this is a good request here from Uni. CELH still looks good. We still really like this one. We've gotten 1, 2, 3 signals over the last couple of months. Again, as long as this one holds on to 2650, I think it looks good. This is a huge company. Their earnings look good. I'm sure you guys have seen their energy drinks all over the place. But up above 26, we really like CELH here. Looks really good. It's got the green dot this week, so we would absolutely be buyers of that down here. And again, we're getting it down here at a 22% discount. I really like CELH. That one was on the watch list from last week. LDOS. This thing's just continuing to fall. Okay, so again, we got the green dot right here. That said, hey, this is the bottom right here at 120. Once 120 broke, all those stop losses are hit, and now it's selling off hard. So if you got in here at 120, all you're doing is looking to buy again on the next green dot. And again, as long as the wave is down here, we are looking to plant the seeds, folks. If we're farmers, we're planting seeds, okay? Plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed. Right? So you're buying this. I don't know what this company is, but they're down 24% off of their 4-year average. So again, if we're looking at the 4-year average here, you're buying it in despair. Again, it's hard to buy down here. You guys agree? Right? When these names are down here, like crypto right now, it's hard to buy crypto right now. Why? Because it just goes down. It's just going down, right? That's all it's doing is just down, down, down for the last 10 months. But again, we got to pay attention to the technicals here, folks. This last signal came right here at 1900. Okay, if you bought the last signal, you're literally down 11%, 12%. Okay, 12% down in cryptocurrency is nothing. Okay, it is nothing. Okay, and again, we're still bouncing. We're still sitting in this same area from last year where stuff stepped in. But again, people don't want to buy crypto right now. Okay, they don't want to buy crypto right now because, again, it's gone down for 10 months, right? We are down here. How do we know we're down here? Again, look at the mean. Look at the average. Okay, the 4-year moving average, the average price over the last 4 years, if you're looking at things from a 4-year perspective here, is $2,500. Okay, this thing is sitting at a 33% discount. That means, if you're going to Costco today and you go pull up, they got a big sign outside that says, hey, everything's 35% off. Okay, you'd be the happiest dude in the world. You'd be the happiest gal in the world. Right? You'd be like, yeah, today's a good day, right? But again, in the markets, people don't think like that. People think, oh my gosh, my portfolio's red today. What did I do? Why did I buy? I'm an idiot, right? But again, if you're taking things from a long-term perspective, and I know it's hard. I know this crypto market, like literally if I'm looking at Ethereum's chart here, we've gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months in a row. If you want to count those green candles, you can, but 10 months in a row. The last time we had a drop like this was back here in 2018. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 months down, 10 months down. That is literally tied for the worst drought in crypto history. Okay, 10 months of just going down. Okay, that's ugly. It sucks, right? I'm invested in Ethereum. I'm invested in Chainlink. I'm heavily invested in crypto, right? I'm feeling it too. But again, Does it make logical sense to give up down here? No, absolutely not, right? If this is the bottom right here at 1700, right, at 1500, just like it was back here, and I don't know if you guys were around in crypto in April of 2025 when Trump was putting tariffs on China, but it was the same thing. Ethereum is dead. Crypto is dead. It's all over. It's all going to. That's the sentiment down here, right? That is the sentiment down here. It sucks. It's hard to buy. It's hard to want to buy. Okay. But it's the same thing up here, right? It's the same thing when we're going parabolic, right? This thing went from 1,500 last year to 5,000. That was a 250% move, a 200% move, okay, in 5 months. 5 months erased all the losses. I don't have any keys.
You had them on our walk earlier when you got the mail. I'm almost going to be late to an appointment.
I don't know.
They're not downstairs or anything.
I don't know. You want to take my truck? Sorry about that. So again, just like how it's hard to sell up here, right? Ethereum 5,000, everyone's jacked up, everyone's excited. It's hard to buy down here, right? It's hard to buy in this area. It's hard to sell up in this area. So my wife lost her keys. So I'm not sure how I don't know where I put them. I had them. I checked the mail with them, but I don't know where they are. I can't stop buying crypto. My lady is going to leave me. I love you, man. That's awesome. She'll be happy one day. UPST looks good. Again, we're up above the 9. Got the green dot. This one's still trending up. Looks really good. Okay, I like this one as long as it holds on to 26. I would still remain a buyer of that name as well. Okay, looks good. I see one here for HYLN. HYLN, again, red dot way up here. We're taking profits. We are selling HYLN. Okay, if it keeps going, great. Wonderful. But again, we're disciplined. If you got in where we get in, you were down in here in April at $1.70. Right now, it's all the way up to $8. That is a 300% move, maybe more than that. 370% move. Okay, huge move. Okay, and now we're up here getting the red dot. So again, if you're following our signals, if you're following our strategy, okay, and again, you guys don't have to use our signals. You don't have to use our indicator. You don't have to subscribe to the channel. You don't have to watch these videos. But again, you should have a strategy. You should have a plan, right? You shouldn't just buy things when people are excited, right? Because people are excited when things go up. HYLN, I've never heard about this until now. Okay, and I don't know where you bought this, but I would definitely be selling HYLN here. And again, if it goes to $100, we don't care because we're traders. Okay, we trade the market. We don't buy and hope and hold, right? Our strategy is to buy low and sell high. When this wave is up here, this is where we take profits. If it's down here, this is where we buy. What's up, Johnny? Johnny's got the verse of the day here. Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Amen, brother. Praise Jesus. Praise God. Thanks for that, bud. I see one here for MCAPS717 for STRC. I'm seeing a lot of stuff about this on Twitter. Oh, my goodness. Wow, this thing's just getting racked right now. I would just wait for the green dot on this one. I think this is the dividend name for Sailor's company. So I think he pays a dividend on this. We just be looking for the signal here. GOLD. Again, waiting for the signal on gold. Gold's actually sitting on its yearly moving average. So if you guys have our indicators, the white line here on the weekly chart, that's a 50 EMA. There's about 52 weeks in a year, or 54, one of the two. Okay, that acts as the yearly moving average. So the last time we hit the yearly moving average was right around here in 2023. Okay, at $1,800. This thing went all the way up to 5. You guys remember when everyone was talking about gold a few months ago? Everyone was having a good time, right? You said, I'd make a video saying sell gold and everyone would just kill me, right? Because again, it's hard to sell up here. Just like it's hard to buy down here. It's the psychology of the market, guys. Human behavior, okay, is why so many people fail at the markets. Okay, the markets trade off of human behavior. Again, this was a monster run for gold. Huge. Okay, If I was going to buy gold, I'd just look for the green dot here on the weekly. That's what I'd be looking for. But again, hopefully you took profits somewhere up here around 5,000. Okay, because right now it's just sinking. So I'd want to see the green dot, and I'd also want to see us break out over the 9 EMA. That's what I would want to see here on gold. But hopefully you took some profits up here. Again, we were trading 50% off of the 4-year average. Again, look at things over the 4-year. Okay, 50% premium right there on gold. Again, everyone's buying gold. Everyone's buying silver up here. Okay, I don't see anybody talking about gold or silver now because, again, we're in the middle of this. We're in the middle of capitulation, going down, down, down. But where's the bottom? Well, the bottom for us, okay, the potential bottom is always the green dots, okay? The green dots. See that monthly one that came back there at 1,700? That was a great opportunity to buy gold down there. So we'll see what gold does here, but not my favorite trade. I would much rather buy something like Ethereum that's literally sitting at a 40% discount right now. Just buy and hold. I'm just buying and I'm just holding, right, until this wave comes back up here and gives me a red dot. That's it. What else we got? My HIMS calls positions are up 150% combined. Great find. Yeah, HIMS are ripping, dude. HIMS is absolutely ripping. Up 10% today. Again, we entered this back here in March at $14 off our signal. It's sitting at 35 today. This thing is currently up 150% off the bottom. So it looks like it has some room to go. Again, just waiting for the red dot to give us a better idea where we're going to top. I am still looking up here in the red zone. It is pretty extended right now off of these EMAs. So you could experience a little bit of a pullback here, but it does look like it still has some meat on the bone. So again, one of our selling strategies is to sell a red dot up here in the red zone. And again, if you guys are not familiar with these strategies or our indicators, you guys can get our trading indicators right over here. Okay, you could download all the indicators we go over in these videos by clicking on this link. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. But before you do that, I'd highly recommend coming over here and watching the free trading course first. Okay, I have a free trading course that explains our buying strategies and our selling strategies. All of our trading rules are laid out over here in the Discord under the onboarding section. The Discord is free to join. You guys can join that for free. We do have a paid membership option, but a lot of the content in there is free. A lot of free tools in there. And again, you can get these indicators and the free course and check out the selling strategy. You can see sell strategy number 1 is we sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay, the red zone is up here. Okay, that is the top of the Fibonacci. And again, I have a video that explains what this Fibonacci tool is in the Discord. It's one of the most important tools in my opinion. Okay, but a red dot in the red zone is where we take profits. Okay, that came at $62 back there in October of 2025. It went from 62 all the way down to $13. So again, if you didn't take profits, right, you're not happy, right? This is why we don't buy and hold forever. We'd rather get out up here and get back in down here, right? That's how we operate in these markets. So HIM's beautiful move, man. I think that one's got some juice on it. But I mean, if you're up 150%, I would maybe trim a little bit. You don't have to sell the whole position, but maybe take a little bit off. But I do think that's probably going to have another bullish week next week. The momentum's just very strong. We actually got a signal right here in June, right there at 25. So yeah, very nice move there on HIMS. That's been a big winner for my portfolio this year so far. MSFT, this one's still coming down here. Okay, nasty 3-week sell-off here for big tech. Again, what are we looking for? We're looking for the next green dot here on MSFT. Mason, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, if you guys want to join the chat here on YouTube, you just click that join button here on the video. That will upgrade you guys to Spartan, and you guys will be able to talk in the chat, ask questions, request charts. You can also request them over here in the Discord as well. I take chart requests from both places. So if you don't like Discord, you guys can be a Spartan here on YouTube. If you don't like YouTube, I don't know why you're watching this video. ASPI. So again, where was the time to buy this? It was down here in April, right there at $4. You've already missed about 80% of the trade. Okay, that's about 67% up. 570 would be the low, right? If you want to use a stop loss, protect your gains. Again, if you got in down here at 4, protect your capital, right? Protect your gains with a stop loss right there at 570. I don't see a red dot yet, but I would definitely use that previous low from last week as the stop loss. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, if I bought it here, I would have to use the stop loss right here at 550. But again, our signal to buy was right here. Okay, right there at around $5. So again, you're already up around 50%. All right, let's go back down here. We got INFQ from JT. INFQ. I got the red dot, looks like last week. This one doesn't even have any Fibonacci data yet. Is my Fibonacci broken? Nope. INFQ, so we can't see where the Fibonacci was. I'm guessing it was somewhere up here at 20. You look at the 4 hour, you see it hit that in the 4 hour right there at 20 and sold off. Again, just waiting for the green dot there on INFQ. We want to wait, right? Your opportunity to buy was at $9. It went up to 20. We love 100% trade. That's typically what our trades will go for, anywhere from 50 to 100%. We're happy with that, right? If we can make 50 to 100% on every trade, right? That's our goal. We're not trying to hit home runs and swing for the fences on every trade. We're just trying to be consistent traders. What else we got? Mason, what's going on, brother? Not sure if it's requested, but what about mRNA? mRNA, that's Moderna. mRNA. Moderna's taken off, so that has a signal here. Man, I was looking at this last week. You see how it popped up here, and it pulled back here into the yearly, and it just kind of sat there. That was a beautiful entry spot right there at 43. You got the signal. I just can't do it. It's against our strategy, but $47 would be my stop loss if I was in the trade. Again, this thing could blast off to 160 for sure. Very strong momentum. Again, I would use a stop loss probably around 47 if I was in this. If you were going to take that trade, use a stop loss at 47. But that looks like a pretty big breakout right there. See how he broke out over resistance, right over 59. Okay, that's a big breakout of resistance right there. So that one could go find an area somewhere up here. If you want to sell it, I just wait for a red dot now. Johnny said he took some profits on him. That's probably a good move. I was thinking about it, but I'm going to let it ride into next week. XRP, again, where's the wave? We're down here. We're just waiting for the green dot. So again, I entered this at around 130. Okay, that was on this dot right here in March. Again, we were sitting right on our blue line. That's our 4-year moving average. I'm down a whole 15 cents right now on my shares. Again, that kind of a dip in crypto is nothing. Okay, that's a 12% drop. Okay. 12% is nothing in crypto, guys. It's a whole lot better than if you were buying up here at 350. If you bought up there at 350 when everyone was excited, you're down 70%, right? I'm okay being down 13% on my crypto. I literally, that doesn't bother me at all. So all we're doing on XRP right now is just waiting for the next signal. I think the next signal will probably come in the next 1 to 3 weeks. But again, I can't say that for sure. We just got to wait and see. And we do call out all the signals over here in the Discord. So when XRP pops, it will be called out over here in the weekly alerts section of the Discord. And we're doing that for pretty much every crypto right now, right? We're just sitting on our hands. I haven't averaged down yet on ADM. I think I averaged down on Ethereum. But that's it. I think I bought Ethereum again at like $1,600. But ultimately, right, we're waiting on the green dot, right? I think the daily for Ethereum, yeah, came right there at around 1,600. So ultimately for crypto, guys, we're just waiting on the next signal. We got to be patient here, okay? We got to be patient. Just wait for the signal, okay? That will be our opportunity to average down on these names. What else we got? Now from Mark here in the chat. ServiceNow looks interesting down here. Again, paying attention to where the last signal came. That was right here in April at around $89. Well, you're buying it now at 95. So I know it has a red dot. So what does the red dot tell us? It says, hey, use a stop loss at the previous low. So the previous low was from right here in April, right there at 81. So if $81 breaks, this could get ugly. But I really like this pullback here. I mean, this was a nasty pullback on ServiceNow. If you come here to the daily chart, okay, you see how low the wave is here on the daily now? I mean, we've gone down for almost 2 weeks in a row, 2 or 3 weeks in a row. We took our profits on this daily right here, right there around 130. Okay, and now it's back down here to 95. So I'm actually looking to re-enter ServiceNow here on a green dot on the daily chart. Okay, that's where my new entry will be, because again, I'm paying attention to where these signals came. Okay, this one came at 98. This one came at 81. Okay, this range right here is the macro level where the buyers are stepping in. So up above 81, I like ServiceNow. How I would trade this is just look for the daily. Okay, again, look where we bottomed back here in April. Okay, 2 months ago, we bottomed at 84. We're sitting at 95. That's pretty close. That's pretty close to that level. So I actually do like now a lot more this week than I did last week. I know it has a red dot. And again, what does the red dot tell us? It says, hey, set a stop loss at 81. So the closer we can get it to 81, the better. But it'll be really interesting to see how this opens up next week. Disney, DIS. Disney's got a green dot. It had one right here in April, right there at 96. This one doesn't move that big. Disney's not a big mover, but if I was playing this, I would just use a stop loss right there at 98. Okay, if you guys are new to this, names like Disney are probably a better option than trading crypto. That is like the most volatile asset in the world, the most volatile asset class in the world. Names like Disney, right? They have nice trades. Like this one came at 80 all the way up to 125 there. Okay, and then it pulled all the way back to 92, but it literally takes, right, months to go down 30%. Okay, a crypto can go down 30% in a day. I mean, that's how volatile cryptocurrency is. And a lot of people who get started in trading will first get involved in crypto. They'll watch their account go down 20, 30%. They'll panic, they'll sell, and then they'll quit. And I understand it, right? But ultimately, right, you want to look at these higher market cap names, maybe like Meta, right? Like Microsoft, like Netflix. Netflix actually looks good down here. Look at Netflix. Netflix is in the buy zone right now. We're just waiting for the signal. But Disney. So when you say potential upside, we always target the top of the red zone. So the top of the red zone sitting up here at 120. So that's about 20% to the top there. About a 20% move. So I mean, 20% is really good. The majority of people are happy with 5 to 10% a year. So I would say yes, that has a significant room to go up there to the red zone. Our target's always the red zone. We want to sell the red dot in the red zone. Okay, we are buying and we hold our assets until we get to the red zone or until we get a red dot and get stopped out. Okay, so $98 would be the stop loss on Disney here. Okay, as long as 98 holds, it looks good. What else we got? If I miss your request, just keep dropping it in the chat, guys. I might look over it or I might lose it in the chat. I get quite a few comments in the live chat, so if you guys have those, just keep putting them there. We got TYL. TYL's getting smoked here. So again, a lot of rejections here. So the last signal came right here around 300. It's now at 276. I'd wait for the monthly on this one. Wait for the monthly on TYL. Toast, T-O-S-T. Another one I'd probably wait for the monthly on. It does have the weekly, so if you're going to play that weekly signal, again, you got this one right here at around 26. You're down 5% off that last signal. Okay, I would just use a stop loss at 22 on this if I was playing it. I'd like to see it get up over that EMA, up over that 9 EMA. Again, brutal pullback if you didn't sell this back here in August. Like I said, guys, it's hard to sell up here. It's hard to sell when the wave is up here. It's hard to buy when the wave is down here. Right? It's hard to sell when things are exciting, and it's hard to buy when people are when things are not good. That's just a fact. Okay. And again, Warren Buffett says it best: buy when there's blood in the streets. You shouldn't be buying when everyone's excited. You should be buying when everyone's quit, when people are complaining, when people are quitting, when people are right. Those are the best times to buy. Again, I don't make the rules. It's just common logic based on human behavior in the markets, folks. This is not a joke. Okay, people are enthusiastic up here, delusional, right? XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year, right? That's delusion. Okay, it's hard to sell when you see everybody on Twitter saying, "Oh, don't sell your XRP; it's going to 10,000," right? It went to $3.50, and sold off. So again, that's why I just don't listen to the news. I don't listen to anybody on Twitter. I don't care. We're just following a strategy here, folks. We're just buying when the wave is down here, giving green dots, because if we look at the data, right? If we look at the charts, every time XRP gave a green dot down here, if you were willing to just hold, right, you made money every single time throughout history. There was not one signal you didn't make money on if you just held, okay, and waited for the wave to come back up here and give a red dot. So, again, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, our strategy takes a tremendous amount of discipline and patience. I think I saw somebody in the chat today saying it takes a lot of work. It really doesn't take a lot of work. I mean, you've had 2 opportunities to buy XRP since December. So in the last 7 months, you had 2 opportunities to buy. If you're buying not on the signals, then yeah, it's probably a lot of work. But realistically, it's not. If you just wait for the signal, that's it. That's all you got to do. And then all the work is just waiting, right? You don't have to check your charts every day. You don't. You could set up an alert down here for a red dot, and it will alert you. It will tell you over here in the Discord, weekly alert. Oh, LMT is showing a weekly dot. Fubos showing a weekly dot. IBM showing a weekly dot, right? That's the signal you wait for, and then you just sell. You take your profit. If it keeps going up, if it goes up to $11 after you sell here at 3, should you be mad? No, you shouldn't be, right? You stuck to your plan. You stuck to your strategy. You weren't swinging for the fences, right? And it paid off because, again, the people buying, there was people buying up here. In order for people to sell up here, people need to be buying, right? Retail was buying up here. It's now down 70% from the top, sitting right on the 4-year average. We're actually below it here on XRP. So, again, nothing fancy. We're just sitting on our hands and we're waiting, okay? 95% of our strategy is waiting. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't hold for more than a week, right? They see their portfolio down 10, 20% and they panic and they sell. That's just the reality of it. That's why 97% of people fail in the markets. 97%, folks. You're not special, okay? The people who win are the people who remain disciplined, okay? When the market goes against them and when the market goes with them, right? You didn't make any money on XRP if you didn't sell up here. Does that make sense? If you bought down here at 40 cents off of this signal in July of 2024 where we bought it, you didn't make any money unless you sold up here somewhere, right? I mean, you're still in profit now. You're up still 150%, but still, you didn't make, you don't lose until you sell and you don't win until you sell. That's the game. That is the game. What else we got? SoFi. Bobby grabbed some SoFi calls. $20. I like that trade, dude. I was actually looking at some SoFi calls today. I really like this. I like the play, dude. It's breaking out over the 9. That one definitely looks like it could take off here. Beautiful candle forming here today. Red zone's up here between 28 and 32. We're breaking out over the 9. Again, when we're down below that orange line, we're stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend. When we break out over it is when the bulls are stepping in. Them bulls, they be stepping in. Okay, and we bought SoFi right down here at around 15. So, yeah, I really like how SoFi looks. That one looks like a big winner. What are you up on your? Are you up on your hood calls there, Bobby? Hood's just ripping, dude. All these names are ripping. These fintech companies. Besides PayPal, PayPal's trying. PayPal actually looks really good. I think PayPal could get a green dot there next week. But Robinhood ripping, SoFi ripping. A-Firm, ripping, right? Fintech looks really good here. Slow Train, what's going on, dude? Oh, Slow Train, yeah, you are special. My bad, brother. Yeah, I was talking about everybody but you. TSCO. I love you guys, man. TSCO still sitting down here at 30. Again, major discounts here. I drove by a Tractor Supply the other day, and I was thinking about their stock. 35% down from the 4-year. We're sitting down here at a 2021 low, the lowest price in 5 years. So if you believe in Tractor Supply, right, their earnings have sort of been declining. That's kind of what pulls up a red flag for me, right? This earnings number's going down. But if you believe in their recovery, if you think they're going to be around still and not go bankrupt, it looks really good above 28, okay, off that green dot. If you played the green dot, you have to use a stop loss right there at $28. What else we got? Oh, GoDaddy, GDDY. I like this one too. This one looks really good down here too. Again, big discount off the 4-year, sitting down here where we bounced last time in 2023. 2023, we hit this $71 level. That was a 3-year low. This thing went absolutely parabolic. This is a big company, good cash flow. I think they pay a dividend. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe they offer a dividend. I like it there above 70. I was actually looking at that one last week. What else do we got? Let's see here. I lost my place here. I think we left off at, jeez. We left off right here at Toast. TMDX. TMDX looking good. Again, signal came right here at 65 about a month ago. It's trending up. So again, these healthcare stocks look really good, guys. So the low for this is right down there at 60. So that would be your stop loss. Again, we're just riding that out. If you get a red dot, okay, you set a stop loss based on the red dot. But right now, that one looks like it's reversing very nicely. Iron too far. Again, where are we at in regards to the 4-year? Again, everyone's talking about this. Everyone's having a good time. 64% off the 4-year average. We're just not, we don't buy names up here, guys. We only want to buy when this wave is down here. That's just our strategy. Again, if you don't want to follow the strategy, if you don't want to use the indicators, no one's making you watch these videos or do it, right? This is just our strategy. You can choose to use it. You can choose to not use it. It doesn't really matter to me, okay? I have found a lot of success using this, and I'm just starting to notice more and more that a lot of people can't do it because people just don't have patience, right? People just don't have patience. But if you bought IREN down here, when we got our signal back in 2025, you bought it at $5, okay? This thing is up. If you're still holding, 1,000%. It's up over 1,000%. Where are you going to get 1,000% gains in a year besides the stock market and crypto? Nowhere. You're not going to find that anywhere. You're not going to find that anywhere. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a winner over there in the Discord. We got Mr. Ghost Rider 2272 winning the 1,000 XRP. Go ahead and drop your... shoot me an email. I forgot about that today. I didn't even get the notification. Thank you, Bobby. But Ghost Rider, you are the winner of the 1,000 XRP. So if you're watching this video, just go ahead and shoot me or drop your address, your XRP address over here inside the Discord. I'm going to turn the messages on, and just drop your XRP address right here. And I will go ahead and send you that 1,000 XRP. That's for Ghost Rider 272. XRP address to claim. Boom. Congrats to Ghost Rider 2272 for that 1,000 XRP giveaway. Stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be giving away more XRP over here in the future in the giveaways tab. But that was a big giveaway. We did 754 people entering for that, and Ghost Rider 2272 is the winner. Congratulations, man. That's over $1,000 worth of XRP right there. When XRP hits $10,000, I just want 10%, okay? I'm trolling, dude. I don't mean that. It would be cool, though, if you did that. If you did send me that. Because that would be what? 10,000? That'd be $10 million? It'd be $1 million or 10 million. One of the two. Congrats, brother. And, yeah. What else we got? Let's see. We got XYL. Green dot. So yeah, we'd be buying this one. I don't know what this is, but again, trading at a nice discount. 105 is the support level, right? That's where this green dot's saying, hey, this is the bottom. Okay, this green dot came right here. What do we get right here though? A red dot. So again, you could have been stopped out right there at 115. I mean, you're literally only down like 10% on this. Like you're hardly even down. Right, you're down 5% off the last signal. So, I mean, yeah, right. I normally don't average down unless I'm down 20% off the signal, right? If I buy here and it goes down here and I'm not down 20%, I don't even bother averaging down. Okay, I might. It just depends on the trade, but you're down 5% off this last signal, and you got another one. I'd be a buyer here of XYL. PNR, I think that's a stock. This looks good too. Again, green dot right there. Once again, you got one right here at 84. Okay, it went down. You're down 11% off of that signal. 16% if you count the very bottom. But again, you got another signal here. You could average down here if you want to. Again, no signal is 100%. This doesn't mean we're going straight up. Sometimes it does go the other way, and when it does, we always have a plan. We either A, set a stop loss when we get a red dot. Okay, stop loss should have been right there at 80. Or we just look to buy more on the next signal because, again, we're buying and holding. Okay, we're not buying and hoping to get rich tomorrow because, again, we're trading a long-term time frame. We're trading the weekly chart. Okay, the weekly and the monthly charts. Those are the main two that we focus on. So as long as PNR holds on to $70, I still like it here. SEI. SEIs just get, again, every cryptocurrency, I mean, it's just down in the gutter, right? Most brutal crypto bear market. You guys are living through it. I mean, we're all experiencing the worst crypto sell-off for altcoins in history. In history. Okay, again, I pointed out Ethereum's monthly chart. We've gone down, if you do count these two green candles here, we've gone down for 10 months in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months in a row. Where was the last time that happened? It was back here. 2018. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 months down, we found a bottom and we reversed. Okay, so it's unfortunate. It really is. I mean, we've just sat through one of the worst, well, it's probably the worst sell-off in history. And again, if people weren't taking profits up here, okay, in September off of our signals, I mean, that's the game, folks. I mean, it's just, again, you can hope that it keeps going up here. You can do that. But when it doesn't, right, it sucks. That's why we remain disciplined. We buy down here and we sell up here. It doesn't matter what the news says. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters, right? Nothing else matters. When the wave is down here, we are buying. We are looking to buy, no matter what, okay? If we have a little 4% sell-off today like today, name of the game here, folks. But I will tell you that Ethereum was actually lower, okay? It was lower 2 weeks ago. Ethereum was at $1,500 2 weeks ago. It's at $1,700 right now. So is it down on the day? Yes. But is it down on the macro time frame? Look, the bottom was right here, 1,500. Okay, just right where it bounced last time here. Again, when everyone says it's over, bear market's here, everything's going to zero, that's when we buy. We just don't listen to the noise. All we're doing on crypto right now, sitting on our hands, waiting for the next round of dots to come. Again, if you got in on Ethereum right here at 1,900, you are literally down, what did we say, 12%? 10%. What's our average down? What do the trading rules say? Where do we average down? Look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. 20% or more. We're down 10% off the last signal. So if we get this green dot down here at like 1,100, then yeah, that makes sense to average down. But I don't think it's going down there. I don't see it happening. Again, we're bouncing in the same spot we bounced, right, a little over a year ago. Okay? Trump tariffs were happening back here in April. Everybody was bailing. Everybody was quitting. Everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. Okay? There wasn't a soul buying Ethereum back here except for us. Okay? Because again, we were buying the dots. We don't trade the news. We don't trade the hype. We trade the signals. That's all we do. If you got a better strategy, if you think you could do better, great. Feel free to share your strategy with us in the chat. But don't be complaining, okay? Because again, if it was easy, everybody would do it, folks. Everybody would do it. It's not easy to sit through a 20-30% drop, right? It's not. It sucks. Especially if you're checking the chart every minute of the day. Right? The only reason I check the charts every day is because I'm a streamer, right? I talk about this stuff. I'm an analyst. Okay, that's the only reason. You don't have to check the charts every day. I could sit here and set up an alert here on Ethereum. I could set one right here for a big red dot, and I could just sit there and I could wait. Okay, we have a lot of confirmations coming in over here in the Discord. Is the market closed tomorrow? The stock market's closed tomorrow. June 19th for Juneteenth? Are you... Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm not... No comment. No comment from me here. Market's closed tomorrow for Juneteenth. Celebrating the devil. Great. Wonderful. Cool. I had no idea tomorrow was a holiday. I had no idea. But you guys can see that a lot of signals just got called out over here. So when it says it is confirmed, okay, that means the candle closed. Okay, so all these names right now just gave weekly signals. You got Uber, you got XLU, IREN, Grab, NU, Affirm, IWM, LCID. All these just confirmed, okay? And the market's closed tomorrow. That's why they confirmed, is because the market's not open tomorrow. It's closed for the holiday. It is closed for the holiday. What else we got? Cetus, S-E-T-U-S. This one, we're just waiting for the signal. Last signal came right here at $0.015. It's sitting right there at 0.018. Okay, just looking for the signal on that one. Again, it's pretty close to where it came. It went from penny and a half up to 4 cents. That was a nice move. And then it sold back off. So this one's still looking good down here. Just looking for the green dot there on the weekly. We got XDC. Yeah, what are we going to do tomorrow, Bob? What are we going to do? What are we going to do tomorrow? XDC still sitting down here as well. Again, just ranging. Just needs the green dot here. I see one here for UPST in the chat. That one looks good still. It's got the green dot. Again, it looks good above 25.50. We got Netflix. I actually like Netflix here. It's sold off really hard here. Again, we got this signal right here around 80. Sitting at 77. Where's it sitting, though? Right on our 4-year moving average. I don't know about Netflix, though, man. The monthly's pretty ugly. We just be either waiting for the monthly or the weekly. Those are our two signals. Need the monthly or the weekly signal. INTR. That one's sitting down there at the 4-year as well. Again, guys, we want to buy into the mean, okay, into the average. That dotted line is the average, or we want to buy below it. And right now, INTR is sitting right on that average here at $5. I don't know what this company does, but it does have a green dot there. That one looks pretty good at 540. I got to get to a haircut here, folks, so I am going to leave it right there at Netflix. We will be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow's a watch list day. We drop our watch list for next week tomorrow. I had no idea the market was closed tomorrow. That's crazy. But we left it off right there. I'm going to go ahead and close these chart requests because I want to get caught up. So I will reopen these again once we get caught up on these names. That is now closed, so that will open up. So I'm just going to say chart requests are closed. We will reopen on Tuesday. Tuesday of next week, we'll reopen those. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, stock market's closed tomorrow, but crypto is not closed. Crypto is never closed. 24-hour trading for crypto. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys got some value out of this. Again, if you're not in the Discord, that link is down in the description. You guys can join. You guys can talk over there with our community. We have like 4,000, 5,000 members now over here in the Discord. I think we have like a total of 40,000 people in the Discord. But we got support chat over here in case you guys have any questions about anything. Again, you guys can download the trading indicators over here under the trading indicator tab. That will get you all the indicators that we talked about. Your screen will look exactly like my screen when you use that link. Check out the free trading course if you're new. There's like 13, 14 videos in there. Just click that link. Again, it's on YouTube. You guys can watch that for free. And then if you guys want access to everything that we use to get started trading, right? I have all the links for everything that I use over here. Again, that trading indicator link is right here. I trade crypto on Coinbase, trade stocks here on Robinhood, and then TradingView is just the charting software we use. That's just this website, tradingview.com. That's where the indicators plug into. You guys can start your account right over there. With that being said, guys, God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow for the watch list. Have a blessed evening, and we'll chat soon.